That was fucking dope. What's up, everybody? 916 Reactions back at you. My name is Darren, and today we are doing Genesis. I'm excited about this one because I know Genesis, Land of Confusion, and there's another one. I'm just slipped my brain. I Can't Dance, which I think of mostly as a Phil Collins song. Same with Land of Confusion. So I am not really knowledgeable on Genesis. I do know Phil Collins and Peter Gabriel, and I know they were both in here. And the funny thing is, I knew Phil Collins was in Genesis for a long time, but I just recently found out that Peter Gabriel was in Genesis. And I mean, not a huge, but I'm a pretty big Peter Gabriel fan. I love Peter Gabriel. I love his world music and just creativity. So when I thought to myself, man, you got one of my favorite drummers and songwriters, along with one of like the most creative people who just comes around with these weird things coming together, and it's prog, man, can't go wrong. So without further ado, 9.5 minutes. He's working. All right. Firth of Firth. Genesis. I'm excited. Love the album artwork too, by the way. Interesting piano work.
The path is clear, though no eyes can see. The course laid down long before. And so with gods and men, the sheep remain inside their pen. Though many times they've seen the way to leave. He rides majestic past homes of men who care not or gaze with joy.
Is that a double up on Phil's voice, or is that Phil Collins and Peter Gabriel singing together? Because it seems like different tones of voice. Just let me know in the comments, or is that just kind of like they're dubbing one singer's voice and getting 2 tracks out of it? Let me know.
To see reflected there, the trees, the sky, the lily fair. The scene of death is lying just below. The mountain cuts off the town from view, like a cancer growth is removed by skill. Let it be revealed. A waterfall is madrigal, an inland sea is symphony. Na 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 na.
This is an epic. What year was this made? Somebody let me know what year this was made in, please. It sounds like it sounds like and I know it's supposed to sound like, but it sounds stupid. Hear me out. It sounds like the beginnings of prog rock. And it's funny because the instruments are all from a different era than you would think of, like, your typical ones, your Dream Theaters, your Tool, your even Rush a little bit, And this seems like more of like they're using the old 60s keyboards and synthesizers, but I mean it's the same thing. It's like you could tell where all these other bands got their blueprint from. This is like a floor plan for how to build a prog rock song. It's just going all over the place, but it sounds so good when it does it. It just keeps you captivated. It's not your standard, verse, chorus, bridge BS. This is this is something that gets the mind working and playing, and it's done with instruments that are not necessarily that I would associate with modern rock, modern prog rock. This is all right, Genesis. And what should I expect? Phil Collins and Peter Gabriel. Please let me know who the other people are because I want to give them credit too. And yeah. Who's the drummer? Oh, that's Phil. Never mind. I like the guitar. Very Pink Floyd feel here right now. I'm not going to pause it too long, but it maybe gave me that very Pink Floyd feel. And again, sorry about the drummer comment, but also why was Phil Collins not playing drums like this in his solo career later on? In the air tonight, take me home. Don't get me wrong, I love those songs, some of my favorite songs in the world. But this is a different side of Mr. Collins than I have heard before, so I'm pleasantly surprised. This would be a great song to smoke weed to, and luckily your boy did. So I'm really enjoying the hell out of this. This is awesome.
Now as the river dissolves
Tempo
in
change.
sea, so Neptune has claimed another soul. And so with gods and men, the sheep remain inside their pen until the shepherd leads his flock away. The sands of time were eroded by the river of constant change.
There's so many thoughts going through my head right now. It almost seems like this was the gap, the bridge for the gap between old 60s music and into 70s rock, prog rock, like the experimental stuff. I know the Beatles were doing a lot of stuff, with Sgt. Pepper's, but this seems like it took Sgt. Pepper's and just kicked it up into the ethos, into the atmosphere to where we get our great bands like our Rushes, our Pink Floyds, like all those great bands, that we have around now. Or, rest in peace, Neil Peart. We don't really have Rush anymore, but we still have them. Uh, this seems like the bridge that gapped that went from 1969, 1970. All of a sudden, psh, you're in the future with rock and roll. And it's so sad that there's not more bands doing something like this. You know what I mean? A lot of bands, they just do their pop stuff. They want their money. And I get it. You get your money. But create art. This was art. The tempo changes, the instruments that were used. That bass player, let me know, because when that built up and it came in and that bass just hit me in the headphones, it was like a warm blanket just covering me. It was really good. Genesis, I'm going to do another one just because. And I know the one that I want to do is 20 something minutes long. I'm not willing to do that just yet. I'm going to fill them out a little bit, but I really like this. If you like this reaction, please comment below, like, subscribe. My name is Darren. Thank you so much for watching 916 Reactions. And you could tell when this is a genuine reaction because I'm like literally smiling and I'm happy because this is my type of music. I don't want to be bored with music. Challenge me. Give me, no, don't challenge me. Make it nice to listen to. I don't want, like a Jackson Pollock, or a Basquiat of, music where it's just all over the place for the sake of being all over the place. But something like this is exactly what I've been looking for, and I am super stoked, man. I found me some Genesis. This is the genesis of my Genesis exploration. So I hope you're watching, and stay tuned, guys. Peace out.